Hello, chat. Welcome back. Been a little bit, but we are back and ready to go. Think, yeah, just done nothing. Say hello to everyone.
Session because Discord is not working on my computer.
Hello.
Well, that's fun. Hello.
Seems like we've been in a bad time.
No, I was just having some Discord problems, so I'm gonna be on my phone today. So sorry if my audio quality is a downgrade.
That's fine. Going into yeah, is everyone ready to begin? I should say before going into the recap.
Yep.
Right to go.
Right.
All good?
Last time on Tipping the Scales, the party ventured across the wilderness, facing a few trials, but not too many, finally arriving at Kayakta, the capital of the Elves. Upon reaching there, the party went to investigate a few projects they had. Jared investigating his patron and god. Amy and Nina investigating magical artifacts. Both, I would say both, but there's three people. All of which being unsuccessful at this time. Ember, meanwhile, looked into something involving his past. And came away with it with mixed feelings. That is where we pick up again. What is everyone doing?
If unable to hit the books again, Mina would probably be looking for some better armor and a better shield, and also making herself available to be the buddy for the buddy system that we talked about previously.
Alright, I would say, for getting into the buddy system, like, let's just zoom back in on the library.
Yeah, because the buddy system thing, that was just me trying to plan ahead of time. I wasn't trying to do it as that conversation happened off screen. So,
Fair? Well,
sorry.
good.
Oh, no
No,
worries.
don't have to be.
Well, for doing that, I think, well, if we want to start on Ember, he has looked over the information he has gotten from the files and is processing all of both the information that is on record, because a lot of what he read, he had no idea if it was actually like recorded, and there were things that he didn't know about the event that is very much new information to him. But also the fact that someone has been looking for him, from what he can tell, has been a very long time, is sinking in a way that's not really good. And I think he's going to just sit there for a while and eventually is going to pull himself together, just take a breath, stand up, because he knows what he's going to do, and he knows it's not the best thing, but this is what he feels like is the only thing he's really able to do that will maybe be what the person who's looking for him wants. So What are the others doing? So,
Probably swearing to herself at not being successful and trying to dive back into the books. Well, not at herself, to herself, I should be more specific with that.
Amy's gotten bored. Having a really hard time looking through all the books and not finding anything that really has caught her interest. She is just kind of now just waiting for the rest to finish. As she just kind of lazily is just sitting in a chair in a very incorrect way. Probably feet by the... just upside down, essentially. She waits for everyone else.
yes, as a bi person, I relate heavily to how Eni sits. Sorry. Okay. And is Jared doing anything of note?
I think Zelda had to step away.
Yeah, he did say
Okay.
he'd be right back.
Okay.
I would say...
Oh, Zeldin just got back.
Hi, sorry, what's happening?
Ember is gonna ask the girl for something, and then we'll but just generally checking in on what Zoltan's doing, or what Jared is doing. What you Zoltan are having to do.
Well, Zolvin currently is sitting down playing D&D, but Jared, Jared has so many books sprawled out in front of him. They all seem to be various religious texts, and some of them are more fringe than others, I'll say. And he just seems to be mostly skimming through each one looking for something, but he doesn't seem to have found anything yet.
Okay. Alright. I think once everyone's reconvened, I'm just gonna say. If that's alright, I managed to find basically what I needed, but I'm gonna need to run an errand in town, and like I said, we should stick together. So we don't have to all go, but would someone mind coming with me?
I can accompany you.
Thank you.
Mina will just nod.
Okay.
If you would prefer fewer people or more people, let me know. I don't mind coming along if you wish for me to.
Yeah, that's the same here. We don't know our way around the city, so...
I mean, I don't exactly either, but in this case, I would prefer fewer. No offense. I appreciate the offer.
Alright. Come on, Meathead. Let's go find an inn.
Alright.
As a
Well, we
reminder,
did stay last time, so.
yeah, you do not need to find an inn because you found lodging with a Briugu, a host. You won't need to pay for anything. They will provide for you, although it's only going to be for a limited time.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And, in response to Ember's comment, final comment of, like, fewer is better, no offense, Jared, puts both hands over his heart overly dramatically and says, "Oh, you wound me."
I think Ember is not having a good day, kind of just like raises an eyebrow and just I don't know, he kind of appreciates the distraction of Jared being extra in this moment.
But
Come on.
yeah, he very
So
quickly
we'll
dropped it.
give a bit of a laugh. So
Yeah, he very quickly drops the drama and just says, "Whatever it is, just get it done as best you can."
yeah. And this is Miranda talking to the DM. So, could we say that because we talked about this off session, but could we say that I know that off screen Ember was able to get the address of where he intends to go?
Actually, because I did have something set up for right now, that can be how you get the
Okay.
address. No, that's
Okay.
my thought process.
Okay.
Because, as you all are heading out, you do notice a new individual, an elven man, talking to the librarian. And then, upon seeing you all, he sees Ember, gets a look on his face. Holy shit. Tash? The librarian looks confused for a moment, looks at Ember, and has the same face of recognition.
Oh god. Should I kind of want to roll a wisdom save to see if I just shadow step out of the room.
Go for it.
Like out the window. Yeah, what's the DC for not running away?
If you're...
Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I'm fine with, narrative wisdom saves like that, but, I like to leave it up to the player.
Okay, I'll just roll it for fun, just to see. Okay. Or actually, you know what? Also, because D&D Beyond is lacking, because I was gonna roll on fear. Anyway, how about how we do this so I don't leave the scene is that Ember starts to do that, but then Ginger just like grabs a piece of his clothing and is like, hey, no.
Ginger goes bork.
Okay. Okay, I can do this. Okay, and I just like scoop her up and just hold Ginger very, very tightly right now, just as comfort doggo. Oh yeah, also with Mina, because I know you have a really high passive insight. I think by this point it's obvious that this is why he insisted on bringing Ginger along, is because he has a lot of anxiety and she is small and fluffy and huggable and comforting.
Comfort doggo.
Yep.
Gotta close my door.
Emotion support animal.
Yeah, we have one of those, but we're unsure if he is the one who provides or requires emotional support on any given day.
But yeah, so I think he is just gonna plant himself, stay there holding Ginger, and see what the two people who recognized him are gonna do.
Yeah, there's a bit of like pause because it's that moment where both sides are kind of waiting for the other to do something, and then the other visitor, Tashin, you're shit.
Yeah. These are my friends. This is Mina. She has a lot of lightning stuff. She's really cool. This is Eni. She has a lot of shadow stuff. She's really cool. And this is Jared.
I hit things.
That's what he's good at. Meany started slapping him on the back.
Hello.
I think it's just he just can't think of anything in that moment, so and just panicking anyway. But,
Yeah. The librarian. It's nice to meet you all. Tashin, what have you been up to?
just pass them listen, so, my friends, they need to, like, help researching, their stuff. Do you think you could give them a hand? Also, do I even recognize this person? Do I have any idea who this person is?
I would say your choice of an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check.
Okay. Cause I know, like, Rules is written, intelligence is the most memory-based, one, so, and I believe my intelligence is a +0, so that worked.
Better than the -2 if you chose charisma.
Or no, it's my charisma is -1, thank you very much.
Okay, 8. That's where I got the -2 from. I can math.
No worries, no worries. But yeah,
The joke is that I can't
roll...
math.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1! I'm so happy about this! Okay, so yeah, I think he's just trying to summon some sort of, like, recollection of, like, who this person is, and just nothing's coming. And I think he's also eventually gonna say it's like, he is eventually, like, once he's, like, done rambling, it's like, and this is really embarrassing, I don't remember your name.
Well, it's Kulon, the librarian says, and then his guest will say Dumnorix. For spellings, I'm just gonna drop these in chat because these are Irish names. Well, Irish and Gaulish and lots of accents.
Yep.
On top of spelling already being evil.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The Celtic languages were definitely not meant for Latin letters.
Yep. Especially not Welsh.
Oh, especially not Welsh. I'm doing research into medieval Wales right now, and
also, I gave my character in our home game a Welsh name, and didn't you say it's like you have to look at my screen name every time to remember how to spell it?
I've memorized it at this point. It took me a while, though.
Okay, it took like almost 2 years, but you got there. Okay.
But yeah, those are their names.
Yeah.
You have to come by and get. We need to catch up. It's been so long, and have you talked with your parents yet?
Actually, I was gonna see about that. I think at this point I pull him aside and he's like, so I know that I have a sister and I would like to meet her, and I was thinking maybe just meet her first, and then, you know, she can ease her parents into things, because this would be very sudden. Do you have any idea maybe where she lives, or like a workplace or something like that?
Oh yeah. And they they.
I also rolled a natural 2 for deception.
They're not rolling insight against you.
Okay.
Yeah. Doom Norix. Yeah, I've worked with her a bit. And he gives you her address.
Okay.
I finally became a judge. And the two of them hold hands. And we got married. And then this goober, pointing over to Kuan, he found a girl and. But yeah, good to have you back, Tash.
Right. Yeah, okay, so you said they're not really insights, so I guess they're not necessarily picking up on the fact that I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, they're just so happy to see you again.
Okay. Okay, so I got the address, so I think I will say to Mia, just being it's like, okay, whenever you're ready to go, we can do the errand. So
Just want to do a little bit more attempted research and then we can go.
You said you needed help researching, correct?
Yes.
What were you looking into in particular?
Mina's going to gesture to her warhammer.
Cast Identify. Powerful stuff. Let me see if I can find anything on that for you.
Would be appreciated.
Come back tomorrow, and if you have things to do, and I should be able to find it.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm ready to go.
Jared, seems like he's debating something, but then, speaks up. Could you also look into something for me, if you have it in this library somewhere?
Sure.
He shows, the holy symbol. Trying to figure out more on this, and anything related to it.
Do you mind if I do a quick copy of it?
As long as it's the image itself and not taking it, of course.
Alright. Yeah, the copies down what the symbol looks like and begins to look into stuff. What errands is everyone doing in the city?
Mina's going with Ember, and then, as I said, she also wants to try and find some better armor and a better shield.
Alright. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
Can we gamble?
Let me check my notes that are not for this campaign, but they are applicable.
Okay, gotcha.
So, above table, elves in this world are based off of, or like we're loosely based off Irish culture. Luckily, I'm looking into it for the book I'm writing, so I have notes written down. Just not for the campaign technically.
Wish I gave Ember an Irish name now.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I should have been more clear from the beginning. Yeah, there is gambling.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, there's different games you can do. Hold on. Now I need to.
What about that one from Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest?
Liar's Dice?
And Liar's Dice.
Liars, I see.
Briar's Dice, yeah.
It's such a fun vibe, Liar's Dice. Xanathar's, I think has rules for gambling. Yes, it does. Thank you, Xanathar's Guide.
Yay!
As a bunch of things that really should have been in the DMG from the beginning.
Yeah, thank you, Xanathar's Guide and Tasha's.
Yeah.
Those are
Tasha's
books.
has a lot less stuff that was necessary from the beginning, but like the reason why people are more happy about Xanathar's than Tasha's is because half of this stuff in Xanathar's Guide should have been in the DMG.
It really should have, and Tasha added a lot of fun stuff that I enjoy personally.
Yeah. Like the effects from the spring back at the Mother Street. That was from Tasha's.
Anyways, we're getting a little off track now.
Yes. What order do we want to handle these little tasks and stuff?
Well, we could probably take care of the important ones first. So,
Yeah.
Embers and Mina's.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking we can do Embers and then like he and Mina can have a shopping episode afterwards.
Yeah,
Alright.
Mina would insist on Ember doing his thing first, just in case he starts to get cold feet.
Okay, so first thing Ember's gonna do in prep is is gonna ask for the broken magic item that he gave Minani to research, is gonna ask for that back. But yeah, if that is okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So he's gonna take that, and I don't suppose the library has like boxes that he could.
It wouldn't. Just
Okay.
technology level, it would have to be wooden boxes and.
Got it. But okay, so this probably wouldn't necessarily be like outrated Mia, but so what Ember's gonna do is he's gonna take some stuff out of his bag, like and take out like what is clearly some sort of like kind of cloak with sleeves out of his bag, and he's gonna put the broken magic item along with a couple other things in there and just kind of fold everything in the cloak into a little bundle. So best he can have that be what holds everything. So it's kind of like okay, ready to go now.
Alright, lead the way.
Okay. And we go over there. So I think as they're walking over there, Ember's gonna say it's like if this is too personal a question, you can shut down, but what made you decide to leave and do all this?
As I said before, everything was just so the same. No one tried anything different. Everything stagnated. My family, they saw nothing wrong with that. They saw nothing that they'd want to do outside of be exactly where they were, not thinking for themselves.
And one day it all just kind of got too much?
Yes, I couldn't stand being under the rule of such a creature anymore.
Yeah. I guess
I like when things change. I like when people are given the option to grow. And if everyone is in their proper place, if everyone is doing their duty, no one gets to try anything new. No one gets to learn. No one gets to make a mistake or find something that they like. They just do what they're told, day in, day out.
I guess I think you had the right idea of just leaving with a goal in mind. I didn't really have any plan. It was just kind of, for me, it was also kind of a lot of things just piling up, but instead of breaking away from the downward spiral, it just kept going, I guess. I kept it going,
But you are trying, and that's what matters. Not everything is going to work. Not every attempt is going to succeed. But there's learning in the trying. There's learning in the doing. There's ways to improve. There's ways to get better. The fact that you're trying is important.
Yeah. No, I guess I also just wanted to say thank you for bringing me along, because this is a good thing we're doing. It's a noble pursuit, and I want to do some good in the world. No, as simple as that sounds, I do, because especially after I was given a lot of help and kindness when I wasn't convinced then, and still I'm not completely now, that I deserved half of it, but I want to make sure I can give that back.
Make a difference in the world. Make things better for others as it was made better for you. I can very much respect that.
Okay, so I think by this, can we say that we've about gotten there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a pretty plain house. It's just normal house. No one there.
Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's home. I left a note on this explaining some things, so I'm just gonna and just kind of leaves the bundle on the front porch and is like, okay, that's all I needed. Sorry for the escort mission, but we can go now.
It's no problem. Like I said, happy to help. She
Mina.
might not sound it, but she is emoting a little bit more than usual.
Mina, you wanted to find armor, correct?
Yes.
You find a blacksmith easy enough. you find them by the sound of, like blacksmith work. And I am presuming you approach.
Yep.
There you see an elven woman, definitely beefed up from her work. Strong arms, just working on it. At current, you see her working on a cauldron.
When there is a lull in her work, Mina will approach. She doesn't want to interfere with the craftswoman at work.
Yeah, you approach when there is a lull. Oh, hello there.
Greetings.
You're new here? Don't get too many elemental born here. And the ones we do.
We're not the most common, but
I'll say. What can I do for you?
I am looking for some better protective armor and a better shield.
Better shield. Let me take a look at yours.
Mina will hand it over.
What type of shield does Mina have? Is it,
It is a basic shield.
Me who knows a lot of historical weapon stuff.
It is a basic. It's a bit bigger than a buckler.
Yeah.
Like
Center grip
since
or
it's-
strapped?
strapped.
Okay, so it's a tarnish. Got it.
Yeah.
What type of fighting do you do usually?
With a warhammer in my other hand,
Mounted, unmounted, formation?
unmounted.
I'm not sure I have... And this is a very well-crafted shield. I'm not sure I have anything better for you in terms of protection, unless we're getting into enchanted stuff, and that I don't have anything on me at current. Any of the lords of the city they commission me for those. I don't have them on hand. However, a center grip shield might be better for you. I have some big ones, unless you want a smaller one, in which case, not sure I have anything better. Just honestly.
I think I shall keep my current shield for now. Thank you.
Alright.
I was also looking for possibly some better armor as well.
Armor. Fortunately, armor's expensive. That usually also has to be commissioned
Just-
just for the work it takes. I could whip up a coat of plates if you're going to be in the city long enough, but that is going to take a while.
Unfortunately, I don't know how long we're going to be here.
Sorry, then, reviewing benefactors.
No need to apologize. I'm the one who came in asking for a master crafter's opinion, and for something that I should have known would take quite a bit more work than I probably have time for.
Well, honest answer, it would take about 4 weeks to get a suit of plates done. Suit of plates being a historical type of armor, it counting as splint. For visual sake, it is mostly chainmail, but you have plates. Kind of a transitional armor between chain and plate historically. Anyway, this is my special interest brain going on tangents. Back to the game. Well, thank you for the compliments. I wouldn't call myself a master craftswoman, but if you ever find the time, I do take commission work, of course.
I will keep that in mind. What is your name?
roll this up. Give me a moment.
All good, all good.
Marianne. Mairenn.
It is good to meet you. I am Minathira.
Pleasure to meet you too.
I will let you get back to your work.
Thank you. Alright. And then is that the end of that scene?
Yep.
Alright. Cutting over to Jacob, or not Jacob, Jared. Names.
Paladins.
Paladins. To Jared and Uni. I would say, give me an investigation check to see if you can find gambling, if you are going to gamble.
It's a scam.
Gamba. I have a +0. Would you like advantage?
+2, so
It's better.
yeah.
In the
All
spirit of the buddy system, you should do it.
Oh my god.
Come on.
6.
Dice.
Yeah, you,
Oh well.
you don't
The
find...
dice don't want you to gamba.
Yeah.
Apparently
Ironic.
the dice don't want us to do anything in this town.
the dice don't want you to gamble. The dice are overworked and they're going on strike. Anyway. Yeah.
So I guess Edie and Jared just have a rock, paper, scissors battle in the meantime. Oh, sorry, boulder, paper, shears. My bad. Or boulder, parchment, shears. Okay.
One of the best one-off jokes Rick Roll came up with. The other being rollies. But yeah, you look around, but you don't find any gambling. Implication being that it's not a big thing that's like, oh, or at least it's not being broadcast that there's gambling. You know, there might be some and you just missed it.
And he just
Understandable.
gives a huff. This place stinks.
There are certainly other ways if you truly wish to get more money.
Not robbing anyone.
Understandable. Well, what do you want to do then?
Edie kind of just lazily kind of looks around bored. Sure. Any ideas? Rattling around in there?
We could start our own. And by that I mean, you know how I very easily get on people's nerves. I could get someone to start a fight, and then I could be the one to finish it.
Edie thinks for a moment. I don't think fucking Patriots would be too happy if we did that, though.
Most likely.
I wonder if there's any fighting pits around here. Or maybe a Coliseum. Looks around, it's like, probably not. You would have seen it if you come in, but...
We can, at the very least, try.
Alright. So, let's look around a little bit more. We just have a little bit of time.
Right. Let's hope that we can find something good.
So what's the new plan?
See if there's. Well, we couldn't find the gambling, so let's try to find the fight pits.
All right. I would say Eni has used her kind of like action, so this would have to be Jared making the investigation check.
Alright. I was actually going to suggest it anyway, because fighting. 16! Not that bad!
16. There's not a fighting
Yes.
pit per se, but you do find some young individuals throwing together just some friendly sparring and some friendly duels. And maybe you can join in.
There you go. Found your fist and bloodshed. As Edie will go over and take a seat on a barrel.
He smiles, and is curious to see how these folks will shape up. He heads on over to the group.
Do either of you speak Elvish?
No.
I think I'm the only person who speaks Elvish and I'm not there.
Yeah, so they're mostly talking in Elvish. You see two individuals fighting, spear and shield, big center grip shields. It's the kind of like oval ones that you'll see if you look up artwork of like Gaul warriors, Gaulish warriors. And yeah, they're fighting. They're pretty good. They're pretty evenly matched. Their footwork's good. Their stances and structures. It's all good. All pretty good.
He takes note of the footwork, how they go back and forth, and he thinks that this would be certainly interesting. He tries to see if he can find someone who's quote-unquote in charge.
What is your passive insight?
Passive insight is 15.
15. Yeah, there's one who kind of standing kind of in the middle of the ring, not the middle of the ring, but like at one end of the ring that seems to be more in charge than anyone else. He's standing there, arms crossed, looking over the fight.
He approaches the individual.
Takes notice of you, but then looks back at the fight.
Jared gives a nod of acknowledgement towards the fight going on and says,
In what language?
He would first try Draconic.
Okay.
And he'll say to this individual, "They do good work. You could use a good spar. Mind accepting one more?"
One more is not too much of trouble. We're just doing it for fun anyway. Sword.
Alright.
Probably gonna need to go, though. We don't want anyone getting hurt. Thing that big, definitely gonna hurt someone if you hit them.
He takes out the dagger of warning. Would this work then?
Same problem. We just want to make sure people are safe. We're not fighting to the death here. It's just friendly sparring.
Of course, of course.
As you're talking, one of the combatants falls over, and the crowd watching erupts in cheers as the fight immediately stops at that moment.
So then, do you have anything to lend, or am I stuck using my fists?
I mean, we got the spears, but I wouldn't say no to a good fist fight if you don't.
Out of character question first. My strength stat isn't too bad. However, because Hexadin, is there any way that I could finagle charisma using, or stuck with strength?
I would say, because logistically, a greatsword is going to hurt people, and even if they had a friendly sparring one, Hexadin, if you can use a weapon, I would say you can use the charisma instead. How much time does it take to do the Hexblade bond thing?
Let me double check. Warlock features. Whenever you finish a long rest, touch one weapon that you're proficient with. With that weapon, you use your charisma modifier. So I can't, unfortunately.
Yeah, they.
The Pact of the Blade is a different thing.
But it doesn't let you use charisma, and it takes an hour.
Does not.
They'd just be like, "Why are you sitting there with the spear for an hour?"
Yeah. So then, strength only then. Alright, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you go spear and shield, or do you go barehanded?
Weapons are fine and all. But sometimes you really just want to sock someone in the mouth.
All right.
Not me cracking my knuckles in real life.
All right. I'm going to need from you, first off, an athletics check.
All right. Please be decent. Oh, come on! 8.
Ooh. Yeah, you're going into the fight, and this guy hits. You're trying to hit, and it's just not landing as hard as you want, at least in this first stage of the fight. Next off, gonna need an acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm great at those. 12.
12. So yeah, you're not hitting as hard as you'd like, but as the fight goes on, you're actually keeping pace with them just barely and avoiding being hit, but just barely. And finally, the special constitution check where you roll one of your largest hit die as the bonus, because Constitution has no skills associated with it. So,
Okay.
I believe Paladin's
So,
D10, so it's D20 plus con mod plus 10.
Okay. So that's 1d20 plus 4 plus 1d10. No, not 1d0, 1d10. Alright. Okay.
As the fight wears on, through your agility and just being able to outpace this guy, it was a close fight. Both of you taking blows, delivering them, but in the end, you come out eking out a victory. At this point, mostly by just taking it and staying up longer.
And sorry, is there the last thing you were gonna say?
No, that's it.
All right. Then as a final thematic comment, as Jared does the last hit and ends up knocking the guy down, he seems to get into a little bit of an adrenaline rush battle frenzy, and he's about to start going for more, but he does stop himself before he does. He backs away, takes deep breaths, and tries to force himself to calm down.
Yeah, seeing that Edie would have started positioning herself to try to reel him back in, but seeing him pull back shield, relax back into her seat.
Well, I'll be damned. The young man says. The crowd is kind of speechless a bit, because here you are, new guy coming in, and you had that close of a fight. You are your face is bruised, you're pretty sure your ribs are bruised, you got some blood in your face from just cuts, your lip, some of your face is swollen. Same to the other guy though, like both of you are kind of messed up. Didn't expect such a fight from an outsider, damn.
Jared, would it be alright, since it's RP damage, it's an RP use of lay on hands?
Sure.
He simply, places a hand on, himself, and it seems like the natural, shadow that he casts seems to briefly travel up his body, and if not mending, at the very least easing the wounds. And there's it does clean up most of his face, not all of it, but it helps with the pain and makes him, at the very least, a little bit not as beat up looking.
Well, I'll be. Thanks for the fight.
It was
Kindle
good.
Man, by the way.
Sorry, say again?
Kindle Man. I may be pronouncing all of these names horribly wrong. I apologize if I am.
Jared gives a nod. Jared.
Weird name.
Human.
That explains it. Well, if you ever wanna come again and fight, you're welcome here. That was a good one.
I'll keep it in mind. He tilts his neck back and forth, cracking it. Another time then. And he heads off to where Eni is.
Alright. How did Eni feel about that fight?
Eni, for the most part, Eni was kind of lazily watching, more of just keeping an eye on Jared, so he doesn't go too far. But with this whole trip for at least Edie is kind of been a bust. She's kind of in a bit of a sour mood at the moment.
As Jared arrives to where she was spectating, most likely noticing the poor mood she's in, he tilts an eyebrow, or quirks an eyebrow inquisitively. You seem troubled.
Just hoping you'd get more out of this visit. Oh well. Every chest can be filled with gold. He jumps down. Have fun with your friends.
It was a challenging and rewarding combat.
At least you got something out of it then. She'll say, putting her arms behind her head. Alright. Guess let's go head back, see where the others are.
Right. Hopefully they've finished up their business. And maybe the librarian has found something.
You never
Probably
know.
not.
Something might have been hidden away behind one of the bookshelves pushed to the back.
Well, we won't know until we check. So let's find them, regroup, and get going.
Eni will nod and just begin heading back to the library where we saw them last.
Jared follows.
Alright. Where does everyone end up meeting up?
We could go back to the library.
Seems like a.
Oh.
It was where we were before we separated, and I don't think we set up a set meeting time or place, so it seems as good a point as any.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. You all meet back up at the library. I'm assuming you all go inside?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You definitely do notice that Guan is looking through things. I'll have that. You guys can have any group scenes you want, and then he'll come and meet you all.
And how did your adventures in the city go? Jared is noticeably a little bit beat up.
You okay? Did something happen to you?
You should see the other guy.
Really should. It was in worse shape. Don't worry. Completely legal. I think.
She'll think for a moment.
It's fine.
Okay, so we're not in trouble or anything, right?
Consensual training, sparring, combat, whatever term you want to use.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. It's not like anyone died.
Just let me know if you need another potion.
I won't, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, my business has been taken care of. So. But yeah. Yeah, I don't have a group thing for Ember, but if at some point the librarian's what was his husband's name?
His husband was Dumnorix.
Dunorix. Is Dunorix around? Or
He's gone home.
okay. I think in that case he's gonna go over to just the librarian private, and Ember's just gonna excuse himself and just gonna say hey, listen, first, thank you for helping my friends. I wanted to make this trip here worth it, but quick favor, I don't want you or your husband to tell anyone you saw me.
Alright, so something going on? Anything we can help with, I mean.
Okay, long story short, I don't remember who you are, or your husband, or I don't know if we went to class together, or if we were neighbors, or any of that. And that's just not the easiest thing to reckon with. And especially not with my parents. So just keep it to yourself, okay?
Got it. I'll tell him too.
Thank you.
By the way, we were classmates.
Are we friends?
Oh yeah. In fact, our friendship's the reason you know Dunorix.
Okay.
Just happy to have you back.
Yeah, glad you're doing well. And is just gonna walk away and kind of just curl up in a chair with the doggo and wait for him to finish his research.
What the frick, Discord? Can everyone still hear me?
Yeah?
Yes?
Do you
Okay.
hear us?
For whatever reason, Discord just restarted on my end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
it
had a few
happened.
times on my end.
Yeah.
I guess it was just a Discord-wide problem. But yeah. After about 15, 30 minutes, Kuan will... Oh, gods and elements. He will come over to you. I do apologize, everyone, but full honesty, we have been having a case of thievery from the library recently. Books keep going missing, and Unfortunately, it seems that the book that would have the information you are looking for has gone missing.
Are there any suspects? Any possible individuals or places to look?
The problem is that it's never in the middle of the night. It's never when the library's on the day. It's always when someone is here and no one can remember anything. This means it's probably a student studying enchantment.
Okay.
Or maybe a student pulling a prank with enchantment magic. But I do
How
apologize.
exactly do you know that?
Well, because no one seems to remember anything about when the book's gone missing. We've had 10 minutes between when someone knew a book was there and when it was gone, and no one had any memory of it going away.
Ah. That seemed pretty deliberate.
Ember, could you give me a quick history check just to see if you'd remember a thing about elven culture?
Let me just need to check my history modifier because I rolled an 8. Okay. So that's a 9 total.
I would say 9's enough. I find this where is the exact notes on this thing? Sorry.
All good, all good.
Basically, though, Ember, you do remember that there is, you do, like, for finding and returning a lost or stolen object, there is usually a reward.
Okay.
About, like, the...
I think I'll give them leave over it's like they do offer rewards for stuff like that. And specifically to over in Jared and Eni's direction, since they especially Eni, since I think Ember would be able to pick up that, like, Eni wasn't really able to get anything out of the script. Would that be an obvious thing to pick up? Or hello?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll point out it's like they do offer rewards for finding lost books.
Oh, do they now?
Eni says, smiling.
Oh, which books have been going missing?
It is, given that it was stolen, it would be, you would get probably about, like, 2/3 of the value of any books you were able to find in return.
Alright. And which books?
Are you asking Kwan?
Mhm.
Some books on magical theory. This one in particular is a historical piece, historical records on different magical items. There's a few stories that have gone missing, but we're not sure if they're after something, just taking any book they can, or if they're trying to mask what they are after.
Alright.
So there's no pattern to what's been taken.
Not so much, although there's nothing too advanced that's been taken so far, which might lead to a younger individual, but
So basically, you're telling us that there's no hints as to what. There is no pattern, there is no current suspect list besides young student of enchantment, which is, I assume, a very broad category.
correct. Let me get the full list for you. One moment.
Would you also be able to provide what time of day? As you mentioned, it was during the middle of the day.
Yes, they've all gone missing in the middle of the day. It's been happening over the last few weeks.
Alright. At a specific time, or just any time during the middle of the day?
Anytime, really, when there's people here.
Alright.
When is it busiest?
It's busiest about after right before the evening, after when classes are done and students are checking information in the books.
That seems to be the most likely time then.
Alright. This is where
Let
I'd like
me.
an answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Ember will say in a non-meta way, because I do have the detect magic thing, so maybe that could help if basically try to narrow down like an enchantment student or someone using enchantment magic. If I'm able to
Good
get
work.
some sort of
Yeah.
vantage point.
That certainly works.
Eni is also able to cast invisibility if needed. So if they need
Could
line
I
of
be
sight on a
invisible,
person,
like climb up a bookcase and then just walk everything?
What do your elf eyes see? I had to. At least once. I had to.
Or Mina could hang out invisible and then cast Hold Person on them.
yeah.
That's it.
You. Oh yeah. Actually, Eni, because you have third level spell slots now, right? So you
Yep.
could do 2 people.
Oh, right, I can.
Yeah. And I also have command, so if the person is identified and the whole person doesn't work, I can just make them stop.
Okay. But yeah, I guess
So
if
we
there
have the
is there
beginnings
like an
of a plan.
actual vantage point in the library that does not involve climbing up on the bookcases in ways that are not meant to be climbed on.
There is unfortunately not. It's a normal
Okay.
library.
Are there at least any ladders if it's really tall bookcases?
Maybe there is a ladder.
Okay. I will go to the top of the ladder.
All right.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, looking at my spell list due to how I know invisibility with a feat, unfortunately, I'm only able to cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. You aren't able to twin spell it, or
That's with Shadow Touch, correct?
Yep.
Given the wording of like the Shadow Touch spells, I would let you upcast it if you have the spell slots for it.
Okay. Gotcha then.
Since new like feats that give you spells, you can also spend your spell slots on it. So I would you don't even have to use the free cast before you can spend the spell slots.
Gotcha then.
Okay.
Alright. And then so once we enter the that busy period with students coming in,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eni would cast give a quick boop and touch both Mina and Ember, casting invisibility.
Okay. I will climb to the ladder to see if I can spot anyone. Okay, but what if the book thief tries to climb up the ladder and then bumps into me?
That'd be funny.
Okay. So I'm at the ladder, so my we have detect magic at home, the detect magic at home. Or magic at home. Rather. So I believe it gives me a range of 60. Let me just. Yeah, magic awareness. Yeah, so know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. And I think it only lasts for one action, but maybe that can just do a general spread of okay, where are the enchantment students? So
It's
So
the
would that
beginnings of a
be-
plan.
Alright.
Yep.
So the list of books that have been taken are a saga detailing a historical dragon slayer, aka someone who is able to beat a dragon lord, a treatise on planar travel, a copy of law texts, one book each on theory work for each of the schools of magic, a book about summoning familiar, a treatise on fireball specifically,
Oh no!
Oh.
instructions on how to awaken a spellbook, a book documenting the heritage of a local noble, and a treatise on using spellcraft in war.
Wow, they've been busy.
Okay, so with my general top of ladder scan, do my elf eyes in fact see anything?
I'm going to roll a luck check. You do a pulse out, and there's a blip. And you look over in that direction, don't see anyone standing out. You look away. Wait, who are you looking at? But the blip's still there.
Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna point Mina into that direction. It's like something weird is going on over there.
Can Mina see or notice this person?
You look in the direction. Similar thing to Ember. You can't really single anyone out. It's weird.
Mina's going to whisper to Eni. Do you know Fairy Fire?
We'll look over. Well, not look over because they're invisible. She'll just kind of murmur under her breath.
No, I only know a handful of spells.
I don't either. There's somebody in that general direction. She will tap Eni's side, or tap Eni on the body in the direction that the person is, because invisible can't really point.
Mhm.
There's someone there that I can't see, but I know someone's there.
And with that, Edie will tilt her head over to Jaren. Head off the exit. As Edie will begin heading in that direction.
Jared heads over to the most likely exit place for this type of person.
Alright. At this point, could you all make a wisdom saving throw?
All right.
Good. I am good with that. Looks at my plus
Dirty
0.
20.
Come on. Come on, game. Come on. I have a +5. Come on.
Okay. Computer's not computering, so. How's 10?
10. Mina,
Yep.
as you're looking over the crowd, you're able to steal. You keep having that moment of your eyes shift ever so slightly, and it's like there's a blank spot in your memory. And all of you experience this. But Mina, with that dirty 20, you're able to shake off the charm. And looking into the crowd, you see a young-ish elven individual. Not sure. They look, from this distance, they look kind of androgynous. You're not sure how they might identify at the moment. Plain clothing, not really noticeable. Hair about medium length. But that hair, that clothing, it's trying to not be noticed. And you didn't
Mina
really.
is going.
And given that you didn't remember seeing this person before, despite them being in the thick of the crowd,
Mina's going to walk over invisibly, place her hand on their back, and dump a whole person into them.
that's a wisdom save.
Yep, DC 16 Wisdom save.
All right.
Sudden cleric.
Hi.
21 on that save. They stiffen up, and you think the spell took effect, and then start pushing through the crowd.
She's just gonna try tackling them now.
Alright. What type of thing would this be? I would say, athletics check, but you have to use your dexterity instead of your strength for this one because you're also trying to weave through the crowd.
So that would basically be more an acrobatics check.
It's basically a dexterity check, but if you have proficiency with athletics, you can use it.
I do have proficiency with athletics.
Yeah.
Alright, so athletics check, go.
With
That's a 9.
Yeah, they're able to shake you off and weave through the crowd.
with the person being more obvious with what they're doing now, am I able to notice the person?
Oh yeah. For the rest of you, the charm is broken at this point.
Okay.
In which case, I would like to attempt to cast command and say freeze.
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, it is.
19.
This
they
person's rolling well.
they
For the record, wizards are proficient in wisdom saves, so
yeah.
Which is fair, but also, man.
As they're weaving through the crowd, they're popping up, just flipping you the bird as they weave through the crowd.
okay. Would Ember be able to attempt to cut in front of the crowd with a combination of running and shadow step?
Shadow step, yeah, you're definitely able to get through it without needing to weave through. Are
Okay.
you getting right in front of them?
Can I try to?
Yeah. I'm gonna make a dexterity saving. Are you just gonna like teleport in front of them and clothesline them? Because that's kind of how I'm imagining you're tackling them.
Yes, yeah.
All
We're
right.
doing
Full
that.
on Stan Hansen style lariat.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a dexterity saving throw for them since it's not super active on your part. You're just kind of teleporting in front of them. So what's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is +4.
Alright, so 4, 8 plus 4 is 12, and then 3 proficiency, so 15. They have to beat a 15. 14.
There you go.
Alright, finally.
Weaving the way through the crowd, flips Jared off, is distracted just enough, and like gets out of the crowd, starts running towards the door. That's when you they look back one last time to see if anyone's on their tail, and that's when Ember, you teleport right in front of them, arm out, and they turn around and just boom right on into your arm and fall
I think I
down.
just like give him up. It's like I found him.
Do they do the flip cell?
Look. Can we come to some sort of agreement here?
Yes, you give the books back, and I will let you go. That is the agreement.
Okay.
I'd say it's up to the librarian what actually happens.
I would agree.
Yep, we're just here to capture.
I'm just gonna haul him over to the librarian.
I would say at this point they're gonna try to break the grapple. So,
Okay. Should I make athletic?
yeah, acrobatics
Jared-
versus athletics.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters, but Jared will also assist.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm typing in an roll 20 for some reason. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Well, it's tied.
I-
It's tied, but you have the higher modifier, so the tie goes to you.
Okay.
So they're trying to wriggle out, and they're trying to wriggle out, but you're able to hold on just long enough to get to the librarian.
I would recommend Elmer Rennie. Would want to make this situation worse.
Eni says, just giving a toothy grin.
That's correct. I see we found our culprits.
Yes, we have.
Please, I'm just... This is just a stupid thing that someone put me up to.
And who is that?
Some of my friends, they're...
Then get better friends.
Agreed.
You do realize the cost for thievery, correct? Stupid prank that I put up to, and I can take you to the books if you let me go.
You will take us to the
Um,
books. and you will tell us who
Insight
put
check
you up to
if they're
this.
gonna run away again.
Yeah, you can insight check.
Okay.
I would very much like to.
Yep.
Okay.
26.
24.
Oh, now's a decent one.
Again.
18.
Yeah, you all, so Edie, Jared, and Nina, yeah, they will take you. They're more saying that it's like, they're not planning on bolting away from you, but like there is also an undercurrent of like, can I return the books and not get in trouble? But like they are being honest that like if they will take you to the books. However, there is a bit of trickery behind it. It's not running away, but there is a bit of you're planning on doing something.
You will take us to the books. You will tell us where they are. Be honest with us. You will tell us who put you up to this, why it's happening, more than just it was a prank. And you will face the full ramifications of your actions, as will those alongside you.
Okay. It started with my friend. He's a conjuration student. He wanted that book. He wanted to know how to summon a pixie. So I got that book. And then it was easy enough, and as a joke, he would send the pixie to me, and ask for this book or that book, and sometimes it was any book, and so I just grabbed one.
And do you not realize how exploitive that is?
It was just us having some fun.
No, that's not
Is this
fun.
fun to you? Says Ember, still holding them.
And now here's the cost for that.
I can take
Nothing.
the books.
And you're not gonna run away if I let you go.
No.
And you won't do anything that might be disadvantageous to us and advantageous to your age group.
I will not.
Insight.
Yeah, just hovering over that insight
Yeah.
button.
Alright.
Yeah.
Mm,
Since I rolled a nat 1, I'm just gonna say I blindly trust this person.
25 this time.
13.
nice.
Mina, there's...
Yep.
It's half-truths.
What are you hiding?
Librarian's right. I know what it means to steal. I know. Alright? This was some dumb fun me and a friend were having.
This is not fun.
For us it is.
Well then, said fun is beyond over, and you will not have the opportunity, I'm going to assume, to have fun like this ever again.
Alright. let's go then.
Ember is gonna let them go, but is still gonna like stand very close.
They
And
they head off, and they're young adult. And as they start walking off, they're not like walking off to just go away. They're walking off with the expectation that you are following them. They start to go through the city, weaving their way through a route that they have well memorized by how, turn here, I'll take this, down, all that. You all, what is everyone thinking at this point? What's going through everyone's heads?
This kid's an absolute idiot who just threw away his future over a prank.
If you're going to do something like this, do it for something more meaningful than just fun. And Jared is on high alert, ready for any more charms, and ready to knock someone out just in case they do decide to do something stupid. Because he has zero faith in this individual.
yeah, Ember is keeping an eye on like the person, but also on where exactly they're going, partially because he's trying to see if he can like recognize any of his surroundings, but also he's just very wary about wandering through the city when he doesn't know exactly where he's going. That is putting him on edge to a certain degree.
Right.
And also with this whole situation, there is a bit of saltiness that like he got kicked out of school for less than what this person is doing.
And
Mina trusts this kid about as far as Emi can throw them.
yeah, that and not far with that 9 strength. And yeah, Emi will. It's like Edie is also not fully convinced. So she will have her hand on the wand of magic missile just in case they try anything. But just underneath their sleeves.
Yeah, they lead you through, and eventually you come to a small house. Kind of, it's not too far from the campus, but it's not super close either. And they open the door and let you in. All right, this is where.
I'm gonna burn another magic awareness. Do I pick up
Fair.
anything within feet of me?
You pick up some conjuration vibes.
You.
I pass that on to the group.
And Mina indicates
And
to the student and goes, "You first."
All right. They walk in.
Jared
Mina
will
will following the exact steps as best she can.
Yep. You.
Yeah. Agreed.
You
Same.
do that, and there's no real trouble. It is a single room building, and you see like in the corner there's the books. There, happy?
Not just yet.
Is the librarian
No.
with us?
No, he stayed behind.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah. I think Ember is gonna go over to the books and start collecting them.
Jared
Because
is
books are
keep
heavy, and I imagine he's most equipped to carry them.
yeah. Jared is
Mina
keeping an
just
eye on
doesn't
the
trust
kid.
that they aren't trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is in Jared's head. This is too easy. Where's the
Yeah.
fight? This is
I-
too simple.
Where's
yeah,
the
They
I think,
prank
seem way
part
too
of this
calm.
prank?
For precautions, Ember would have also just told Ginger to stay outside.
And where's your friend?
Like I said, he sends the pixie. But, and they close the door, and Ember. That's
Yep.
where the conjuration vibes are, as the circle is completed by the door, and it begins to glow with magic. You were
You
right
are-
to not trust me.
Jared is just gonna sock this kid in the mouth.
As you run up, a portal opens from the door, and the whole house shakes.
Actually, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The
Go on.
whole house shakes, and then the wall blasts apart as a portal summons, violently shifts. Coming out from the portal are a red frog-looking creature with wicked claws, a three-armed, three-legged, one-eyed, giant-mouthed creature that looks like it's made of stone, and a long, lanky creature, hair covering its face, staring at all of you. Well then. And that's where we'll call the session for tonight.
Ah!
Okay.
About
Yeah.
ready to start hitting things.
Yeah, that kid's getting a face full of magic missile.
Yeah, no, I was midway through what I was saying. I was like, wait, why would he punch? He has Eldritch Blast.
Sorry if I made things too obtuse there. ADHD struck me and I kept forgetting to prep.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Nah, it's good. It's just
No worries.
okay. Where's Jared was just like, okay, where's the trap? Where's the trap?
Yeah.
Come on, where is
It's
it?
like, there's no way that this isn't a trap. There's no way this isn't a trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like specifically a lot of half truths there.
Yep.
And it's like, it's stuff that it's like, you can insight check, you can succeed on the insight check, but like, where's the lie? Where's the truth? Specifically, they're just not saying everything.
But it also came to the point where this is a trap. What's the best way to get what we want? Spring the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And punch our way out.
Hmm. It's like this guy's shown hostility to us. Cool. You've allowed us to do the same to you.
Yeah. You've summoned creatures to attack, hurt, and if bad things turn to worse, kill us. Yeah, no. You brought this on yourself, kid.
Hmm. Yeah, during that whole chase, I was very tempted to like, I very tempted to use any of my spells, but looking at them all, it's like they're all combative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make the situation even worse by shooting out spells in a probably packed library.
That's why the only spell Mina tried was the hold person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the session.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It was nice to finally get to play after the insanity that was my past week.
glad
Yeah.
glad we could
Yeah.
give that to you.
That was 56 hours of work. Could have been
Ooh.
58, but
Oh.
on Friday I was too exhausted to work the extra 2 hours.
Valid. Very valid.
Because I made the mistake of trying energy drinks, and they were really good for the first few days, and then I had negative energy, because it all caught up with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with energy drinks.
Literally on Friday, after work, I get off at 8:30 my time.
Mhm.
I went to bed at about 9.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
usually up until around 2.
Ooh.
Good luck in the future, friend.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got myself back on track.
Good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I've found my body can't handle energy drinks, or else I essentially start going into a panic attack.
You see, the energy
Yeah.
drinks that I had last week were the first ones I'd had in nearly 20 years.
I don't drink energy drinks.
I am not going to do so again unless I very much need to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alright.
See ya, chat.
So with
Thank you for showing up.
Bye bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Oh, no.